So are you recovering a bit from some too muchness, too much food, too many people, too many things going on, too much time off maybe? I don't know. Hi, I'm Veronica Lee. This is your weekly transformational forecast for the week of November 28th, 2022. Energetically, there is a lot of too muchness going on. There is a sense of so-called recovering from all of that happenings of the week last week. For those of us in the US, we had our Thanksgiving holiday, which can include overindulgence in all kinds of things. But even so, we are tempted all around the world, regardless of what our religion is, to kind of move more than what we are needing on a deeper level. So for example, it may look like the holiday season. It may look like there are all these demands out there, and there probably are. And it could also be something that you're feeling like you're working on or working toward. So you're wanting to do, you're wanting to get out there, you're wanting to deliver. And at the same time, there's a sense of needing to have a little more stillness, a little bit more emptiness around you, a little less hustle and bustle, which can be a little tricky at this time of year. In that vein, what happens is we often show up, push ourselves, keep going, and oftentimes it's out of these exterior, obligations that we've felt loyal to somebody and we promised them we'd show up, or we really have to go and buy these people presents, or whatever the story is. But it can also come from the interior of, I'm wanting something different. I'm wanting to make these changes that I'm feeling in my life, and yet there's a sense of not yet. As we move into the holiday season, this is our first week of Advent, and it is the week of, let's say, the stones and the crystals and all the fundamental grounding energies that can sustain us. If we allow for those energies, perhaps we carry a crystal in our pocket, or perhaps we spend some time at the beach, or just laying on a, little rock or something in the woods. It's this invitation to slow down and come inward and to honor the presence of that foundation, right? We're preparing, in essence, to move inward even more, even though in our society, it's a little bit more outward, right? Lots of holiday parties, lots of shopping, lots of to-dos, and it almost conflicts with what our soul and our inherent need is, which is to come inward a little bit more. What I'm also seeing is, because it is a season for many of us of illness, that when we overindulge, and that includes being around a lot of people, because that's what we obligate ourselves to at the holiday time. It can be just not the exposure in terms of, oh, they were sick and they gave me this, but the exposure of other people's energies when we're sort of wanting to pull back. It can often cause us to not feel well on every level, including getting sick, which again, it becomes this invitation to come inward. The other thing I'm seeing is in this, basically, we're really trying to clear a lot of old patterns. And I know I keep talking about this, but in these opportunities that invite us to come outward, we can really start to discern, how do I set those boundaries? How do I come in? How do I really clear the patterns that keep me locked into, pushing and being with other people, or doing certain things that just aren't resonating, right? And so it's just trying to help us recognize what we really want and what we really need. So with that, have a good rest of your week. And again, focus on those things that sustain you. And again, focus on the earth, the stones, the shells, all those really basic, primal energies of our beginnings.